I've got an issue. And I realize it is an issue, and I need to come out and say, my name is Keith, and I'm addicted to buying good deals. Welcome back to KB Living. It's a beautiful, beautiful Monday morning. Low humidity, and it's Independence Day. So happy Independence Day, everybody. Yeah, there's another truck, okay? Yeah, and I still got this truck, and I still got this car. I still got that Tahoe with a brand new trailer, and the new Tahoe's up there, and then a vehicle I still did not show you guys yet, but we're actually going to start working on it because we need to unload some of these vehicles. The other day I saw this Facebook Marketplace 2003 GMC Sierra 2500 HDs, not the regular Ds, heavy duties, and it's rusted out. I'll tell you what, I mean, look at this thing. Rockers are gone. I mean, this is toasted. It's worse on the other side. Bumpers are gone. Both wheel wells. It's because they have I wouldn't be surprised if the front ones are done. It's got dent right here, cab corner, this side rockers. I mean, you name it. I'm going to put my hand up here right now, and you're going to, oh, I can't tell. The plastic fender's in the way. I'll just be surprised when that comes out. But yeah, it's pretty rusted, and the frame is no exception. And that's how I kind of got it for a cheap price, and the fact that the trans is blown too, transmissions. I drove it, what it was they flipped wires on the fuel pump, and it wasn't running. I flipped them back when I loaded it on the trailer, and I went to unload it on the street in front of my house. It drove off fine, but I have a huge hill. Pulled it off the trailer. I started coming up the hill. I was goosing it, and I made it most of the way, almost to where it flattened out, and it was just like losing power. I mean, the engine was loud because the mufflers are rotting off, but it just wasn't going anywhere. And I finally got it up good enough to creep up on the hill. Went to throw it in reverse to back it in my driveway, and nope, there was no reverse. So I pushed it with the tractor and pulled the dipstick, and it smelled bad. And I smelled it even before I bought it, and it was fine. So the guy said there was less than 10,000 miles on the transmission, but nope. So found a guy on Facebook Marketplace that rebuilds these for a living for $1,500 or LADE. I'm pretty sure that's what this is. I gotta look at the RPO codes and verify that. But I could get it rebuilt. I mean, I'm gonna try and drain the fluid and put a can of rebuild down in this tube, and hopefully that fixes it for a little bit, because I want to get the frame fixed up. Might end up having to do shock mounts. I'll throw some pictures in here right now. See that the shock mounts look pretty rough. You know, there's just some spots in there that are a little sketchy. So what I'm going to do is, this bed's already loose, so I'm just going to pull the bed off. It's got 173,000 on it, and what else? 6 liter. But I mostly bought it because I bought that brand new trailer. Bought a Appalachian trailer. It's a 10,000 pound 20-footer equipment trailer, so that's nice. That's my Tahoe is the one that hauled it all the way from, I hauled it like 50 minutes. Yeah, it was heavy, but it did it. I'll show you a picture here now of what it looked like. It wasn't bad. So far, so good. I mean, it towed this hunk of metal. I mean, it did fine. It, you know, yeah, it's a 1500, and it's only made to tow like 6,000, maybe 6,500 pounds. But I'm pretty sure that trailer is like almost 2,600 pounds and empty. And then that truck, oh, let's take a look, see how much it is. Pretty sure it's like 6,000, close to at least. Let's see here if it says in the door. Yeah, a little over 6,000 pounds. So that's cool. So that's what, 8,500 pounds at minimum, 8,600 pounds. So that was, you know, it was a good tow. I mean, I never took it above 55 because it's mostly back roads through here. So, and it was fun coming up a lot of the big hills, and I was not even going to attempt to drive it up my hill and unload the thing, although hindsight being 2020, I probably should have, so I could have moved that truck around easier, but you know, no big deal. So that's not today's video's purpose. Today, it's kind of a sad, bittersweet day, I guess. I'm gonna have to sell the 87 Chevy. I had a lot of plans for it, you know. I mean, it only had the 305, 700 R4 in it. I really wanted to throw 350, maybe an LS with a manual trans in it, manual transmission. But I have way too many things going on. I have other dreams in my life that I'll have time to work on a classic truck later. But I have things that, you know, goals that I want to get to. I want to stay in this house forever, that sort of thing. So that's got to go. And then that other project that I did not even show you yet, that's got to go, because it's not, I mean, what am I going to do with it besides drive it around, I guess. But I'm just going to get it running right and then offload it. I'm going to keep the Sentra for a while because that's a good knob around car. It gets like 30 some miles to the gallon. I'm keeping this GMC 2500 because it's a good tow rig. Keeping my wife's car for now. And I'm probably going to end up keeping, I'm on the fence. I don't know if I want to keep the old Tahoe or the new Tahoe. But one of them's going to go. And then I'll be back down to 4 vehicles with 4 wheels and then 1 vehicle with 2. So I'll be down to 5, which is manageable. But yeah, so the Tahoe, whichever Tahoe, is going to be a nice family rig and like a backup, you know, if I need to tow something small with the trailer. So yeah, so that's the plan anyway. So today, I changed the oil yesterday in the Silverado. Did the Shell Rotella T4 because it's got all the dinosaurs and minerals a good old truck needs. Put a quart of Lucas in it, you know, slow down any burn. And check the brakes. Brakes are good. I bought new brakes thinking that the front brakes were on their way out, but they were not. So that's good. And then, so what we're going to do today is cut off the headache rack because, you know, I don't need it, but it's not even a real headache rack. There's pieces missing. So that's going to come off. I'm going to scrap that or sell it for like 25 bucks. I don't know. And then I'm going to vacuum it out, get all my junk out of there. And then I'm going to go put it down in the front yard and list it on Facebook Marketplace. But I figured 3,500 bucks is a pretty good deal for somebody. Now we're going to go ahead and we're going to clean it out, vacuum it, wipe it down, I don't know. And just put it out in the front yard, and hopefully somebody wants to buy it here shortly. And then we can start working on that other project I have and go from there. So let's get started cleaning this out. I mean, it shouldn't take long. It's a single cab, so let's get started. And I got the vacuum over here, some spray away, because I use that stuff for everything. And we're just gonna kind of wipe in here, wipe the windows down, you know, make it look a little better. Vacuum it out, clean the stuff out behind the seat, straps, that sort of thing. The seat, yeah, she needs help, that's for sure. But it's got 136,000 on it. The oil pressure gauge doesn't work. Radio still works. Still got the original windshield with the antenna actually in the center there. You can't see it. It's got sliding rear window, missing the lock, of course. And it's got room behind the seat. All the interior pieces are here. It's just that, oh, the strap's missing off the other door panel. But, I mean, it's a typical run-of-the-mill. This is the Silverado edition. So go ahead and clean this out, and then after we clean it, we'll cut this thing off. All right, so we got everything nice and vacked up. So we're just gonna do a quick wipe. Windows, trim, just make it look a little nicer in here. And then we'll be done. All right, so we got the interior nice and clean. We're gonna go ahead and hang one of these rainforest mists to tie this all together on the inside. I think I might break the power washer out and just hose her down just a little bit. She's dirty on the outside, but I threw away the floor mats because they were ripped up, and the passenger side had a bunch of ants under it, so I backed them all up and then put a bait down there. That's fine, I don't know where that's from, but we do have a lot of ants on the property. So I'm a little sad cleaning this out, I'm not gonna lie. I like this truck, but I just can't keep it. Let's hang this bad boy. I think this will complement the spray away pretty well. I love the smell of spray away. It's like a, I don't know. You just gotta get it and see. It's like, it's just like a fresh car, really. But I use it all over the house too. It's good for cleaning like stainless steel, that sort of thing. And if you have like some quad zero steel wool, you know, that's good for the chromes. Let's hang it on the lights. But that's gonna do it for the interior. What's going on? It's a new day. I washed the truck the other day, took the headache rack off. So this truck is unfortunately and fortunately ready to sell. I really don't want to get rid of it, but you know, things happen. I got too many vehicles, and you can see the GMC right there. That needs a transmission rebuild, so this truck is going to help fund that, and as well as getting the new brake lines, fuel lines, that sort of thing for that truck as well. So I'm going to move up in the world because I need something better to haul that trailer right there than my Tahoe. So I have a guy looking at it tonight actually, but I just wanted to take one last video of it for my memories and for your entertainment. I'm just going to show you guys around the truck, kind of give you guys a full in-depth tour of it, and then that'll be that. And somebody will buy this and it'll be on its way. But I'm be glad to see somebody else take it and hopefully turn it into a pretty nice truck, because I just don't have the time, and it's unfortunate, but it's the way it is. So let's show you guys the inside of this truck. We'll show you the engine bay. I'll tell you everything I did to it and what I didn't do to it and what I wish I would have done to it. And we'll go from there. All right, so this is the inside of the truck. It's blue on blue with some silver. Seats are pretty torn up, but you know, seat cover or new seat. Sliding rear window, that's nice. Seat folds forward. Still got that back there, the protector, so that's cool. It's got 136,329 miles on it. You can tell because there ain't no pad on there anymore, which is a good indication that it is 136. Oil pressure gauge does not work. Clock stopped working. Other than that, it's still got the original radio, so that's cool. AC does not work, but it is a factory AC truck. The dash is pretty cracked up, but you know, that's pretty typical, especially in the Texas sun. Windows still work. That's good. It needs new seals in the windows, though. They're all missing. But let's go ahead and show you the inside of the engine bay. And this is a factory 8-foot bed. I replaced the shocks in the rear. Somebody already had put a muffler on it. No catalytic converter. Let's see. I guess we'll continue. I'll show you the damage here. So when I bought it like this, somebody kind of messed that up. I don't know what happened, but needs a new passenger fender. You can get those pretty cheap though. It's got nice tires on it, 32s or something like that, 32.5-inch tires. It's got the factory 305 in it, so there's that there, 5-liter. Replaced the air cleaner because the rest of the hose is missing. Still has the stock manifolds. Just changed the oil. Like I said, factory AC, and somebody had actually replaced some of this stuff, so I don't know. Might not take a lot to get it going. Might need just new lines or whatever. What else? That's pretty much it. I mean, I replaced the belts on it not long ago. Did a coolant flush, new spark plugs, and that sort of thing. Transmission, that's rebuilt. It's got probably 5,000 miles on it, 700 R4. So yeah, put some new bolts in here, but it really is a good truck. The frame, I mean, the frame alone is worth every penny I'm asking. I mean, it's better than my Tahoe frame. It just needs cleaned up and painted. And the rear end, that leaks a little bit, but you know, nothing crazy. Used to be a factory dual tank, but somebody took that out. Hoods, somebody redid the hood, but stopped on everything else. Bed's really nice. It's got one little dent right there. Bed rails need fixed, so yeah. Overall, it's a really solid truck, and I wish I could keep it, but I just can't. Show it tonight, and if that guy doesn't want it, there's another guy who's willing to give me what I want for it. So this will probably be the last week I'll see this thing. So, but yeah, It's a bittersweet moment, I guess. At least I don't have to pay out of pocket for a transmission rebuild or anything like that. So, but yeah, I appreciate you guys watching. I hope you enjoyed this little video on the square body. It's kind of like the first in-depth and the last in-depth video I'll have of it. But I have another project that you guys aren't going to want to miss. And like I said, thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Maybe leave a comment below. All right, we'll see you guys next time.